I'm always worried about somebody coming in my house and hurting my family, but I'm always on guard, and I'm ready for anything at any time. I used to be able to determine combat zone and home, but now to me, everything's combat zone. It's a pretty ugly thing. You always think someone's out to get you, and you're 2 steps ahead of them. You're ready and just waiting. And that's because of the PTSD. That's something I got taken in the morning. PTSD is no joke. And if you got it, you'll understand exactly what I'm saying.
We're getting ready to drop some rounds right inside that valley there. Break. Keep eyes on and continue to engage.
I joined the Army in May of '96. I've been in 16 years come May, and I've been on 4 deployments. Well, the camp that I was at, it was called Combat Outpost Honaker Miracle. We were down in the Garnhall Valley, surrounded by mountains, and over to the left-hand side of us where I was, my motor pool was at, it was Pakistan. And every day was a fight for survival. You just didn't know when it was coming, but you knew it was coming. 1st of May, I got a briefing around 11:30 on what was going to happen that following morning. I came back, briefed my soldiers, prepared for battle. Our main objective was to man the front gate. Anybody come through that front gate, they were dead. All of a sudden, we hear one whistle. First round lands on the left-hand side of us. It knocks me and all my guys on our backs. We jump up. The second round came in, hit one of the fuel tanks on the 22-ton crane. Instantly, just blew it up. Caught the motor pool on fire. The last mortar round, an RPG recoilless round, landed 6 to 8 feet in front of me and my guys. It blew me down first, and then 5 to 6 of my guys got hurt, and 2 of them seriously wounded, and one of them being me and PFC Ricks. He almost died.
So when I heard about my husband, I was in shock, and I started crying, and I ran out of the room. At that point, I had no idea how bad it was or wasn't. I just knew he got out of, I think it was his 2nd surgery at the time. I was a wreck for a while.
My injuries, I got wounded in the penis and my right thigh. I took, can't give you an exact number of shrapnel. I had a hole the size of my fist in my right thigh, and my penis was split right down the middle for stomach to the rim of the head. And, you know, that's my manhood. When I first came to in the infirmary out in Cobb Honaker in the Pesh Valley, where I was out there with Gun Dogs Delta Company, I just couldn't believe it. I was hysterical, just in shock. And me and my wife were always thinking about having a 3rd kid, so that's a no-go. It's over. My whole world was flipped upside down. It had done a total 360. Felt like I was useless. I had no job. I had no soldiers. I couldn't function. Couldn't think on my own. I couldn't walk on my own. I had to have help in and out of the bathtub, on and off the toilet. It's one of the hard things I've ever had to go through. I think about my wife and kids. If it wasn't for my wife and kids, I can probably guarantee you I wouldn't be here. My wife put up with a lot. I put her through hell, and she's still here with me. It just shows how strong of a woman she is.
Well, we've been together almost 8 years. I love him, and you know, they say through sickness and health, it's from night to day, the way he was before he left. It was to the point where, I almost was crying every day because I didn't know how much longer I could take it anymore. I remember there was one night where I woke up but he wasn't there, and I'm looking in the house and I have no idea where he is. And he's outside in the front yard, all the way like down the street. I guess they called him level black, which is like the very worst. There's a lot of things that come along with severe PTSD. Sleepwalking, can't sleep for days at a time. When you do sleep, you only sleep for an hour or 2 and you're right back up for 3 or 4 days.
hallucinations, constantly thinking about the situation, that what was at hand that put you in the situation you are in now, thinking about and seeing the faces of the soldiers that either passed on or got hurt severely. That's an everyday struggle for me.
He asked me on a scale of 1 to 10, you know, where do you think I am? Do I need treatment? Am I really that bad? And I told him truthfully and honestly, I said, you're probably at like an 11 or 12. You really need to go. It's really that bad.
Staff Sergeant Caviness, San Antonio, Texas. Been in 16 years. Me and my guys got hit by 4 mortars that are recoilless RPG round. Left pieces of shrapnel on that's what you can say, it's the midsection. 5 straight to the bone through the same hole. That's my other told you I got shot.
If that's the word, I don't know. Yeah, I paid for his. I was like, dude.
That was a really big help to be around other vets and soldiers that have been into similar circumstances, like getting wounded or getting blown up and getting hurt real bad. We all could relate, and from the day that I walked in there until the day that I walked out and graduated, let me tell you something, that makes a really big difference for somebody just to understand. That treatment, being around those guys that have been through similar situations, it's one of the best things ever.
Legitimate, you know, hey, you know, this happened, but 2 or 3 other people just didn't.
I used to blame myself all the time for them soldiers getting hurt and almost coming to death. But I also got to realize I was the first one to get hit, and I also got to understand and tell myself that it wasn't my fault, because I did everything I could to keep my soldiers safe, and I was the first one to get blown down. So that's another part that keeps me going. I think that helps me move along sometimes.
So you went with it. That's pretty cool, man. Especially
My squad leader, platoon sergeant, commander, first sergeant, all them guys and the medical staff have really taken good care of me and went above and beyond on my behalf, and I just want to say thank you, because I couldn't ask for no better leadership or chain of command.